So you want to learn how to play guitar. Awesome. One of everyone's favorite instruments. It's very difficult to learn, but watch this video. Try to teach you a few things. I'm assuming this is what you know about playing guitar.
I barely haven't even ever seen a giutar.
So with that knowledge of guitar, let me try to teach you how to play a song. Let's start off by tuning your guitar. In order to tune your guitar, you're going to need some sort of tuner. There are plenty of tuner apps on your phone that you can download. There are plenty of electric tuners, and what you will have to do is match the tone of your guitar to that of the tuner in order to get your guitar to sound proper. In order to do that, you're going to have to come down here to these mechanical knobs. You will never touch these unless you're tuning your guitar, or else it will go out of tune and sound all funky like this. You don't want a guitar that sounds like that. So what I've done is I've searched a YouTube video of standard tuning, and I will match the tune of my guitar to that of the tone in the video. Starting with your low E string on the top of your guitar, the thickest string, you will go down and match the tone of the strings of your guitar to the one of the video. For the sake of time, I'll speed up and tune the rest of my guitar. Now that you've tuned your guitar, it should sound something a little bit like this. Once we have our guitar tuned properly, now we can start learning how to play. So let's learn how to play those chords. For a C, you're going to want to put your ring finger on the second string on the 3rd fret, your middle finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and your pointer finger on the 5th string on the 1st fret. For G, you're going to want to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and then your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Now for F, there are multiple variations to play that chord. The proper way to play the chord is to bar this entire fret with your 1st finger, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. And it would sound like this. That is very difficult for beginners. It took me almost a year to completely learn bar chords. So, one way to get around that was to play an easy F with your pinky on the 3rd string of the 3rd fret, your ring finger on the 3rd string, on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 5th string, and it will sound very similar. The next chord is an E. Very easy chord to play. You're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd string of the 2nd fret and your ring finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. It'll sound like that. Another commonly used chord is the A major. I'm going to put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 5th string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. It will sound like this. And your last chord will be the D chord. You will put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, the pointer finger on the 4th fret, or the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. It will sound like that. Now, with those chords, you can play almost anything. So a very fun and easy song to play was what I just played, Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. It was a very easy song to learn. Let's slow it down so you can try and play along. So you're going to start off with a C, into a G, back to a C, back to a G. That'll be the intro of the song before he even starts singing. And then you will play a C, E major, and then A, and then F, C, G. And that'll be wise men say, you know, I can't sing, but I mean, you can hear the song. Next you'll go, but I can. Alright, and that will be F, G, A, F, C, G, C. Alright, so I'm assuming you're using a pick. I don't have one around me, so I'm not using one. But the way that he plays it on the recording is picking with his fingers. Now, this is very easy to play. You're going to have to practice these chords going in progression, this chord progression. I'll put a link to a tab, which will tell you the chords that you need to play, and they sync them up with the words. So they're pretty easy to read. But if not, just watch this video over and over again. Practice those chords before you move over to this part where I teach you the picking pattern. So with your fingers, you're going to have your thumb sitting on the A string, which is the 2nd string. Then your pointer finger on the 2nd string, or on the 3rd string rather. So thumb on 2nd, pointer finger on 3rd, middle finger on 4th, and your ring finger on the 5th string. And you're going to go thumb, pointer, middle, ring. And then you go back down, so thumb, pointer, middle, ring, middle, pointer, thumb. So it'll sound something like this. Scratch that. Added that thumb part on the coming back. Don't. You're going to stop at your pointer finger. So it will sound something like this. And then you're going to switch your chord. Then your thumb is the only finger that's going to move. Your thumb's going to move to your 1st string. And the rest of your fingers will stay the same. And you will strum the exact same pattern. And then switch back to C. Back to G. And then you're going to go into your verse. Drop the thumb. Back. And that's how you play that song.